atmosphere, spine tingling.
Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, baby!
Icy cold, controlled, premeditated press conference madness. The egg smothered in and one smashed into collar, which sent the social media world into a total frenzy. He's clever, he's intelligent, but he's 35 now, and the dramas of the wedding glittering this phenomenal build-up. Fines, rehydration clauses, all things maybe set to rock the human world, but he is desperate for this victory to prove to the world he is the final gladiator. Christopher Livingston Eubank Jr. and Senior. Wow! We've been doing this a long time. Can he do what his dad done again? Flipping to the ring, the punch from Eubank Senior and Nigel Benn. This is a...
When I seen this, I was like, wow. Johnny Smart.
This is amazing. I don't think I've seen anything quite like this. Absolutely remarkable. This atmosphere is...
What you do? You fucking cunt! Hello.
Final Destination Bloodlines in cinemas May 14.
Friends,
Fuck off!
I needed to learn preschool skills.
I fucking hate you!
To learn shapes.
Hey, Miss Rachel, I fucking hate that cunt. Sorry, but you know, but I'll tell you what, I love that where he walks out. You know what I mean? It's brilliant. Ah, no! Fuck off!
Oh, the atmosphere, spine tingling. Icy cold, controlled, premeditated press conference madness. The egg smothered in and one smashed into collar, which sent the social media world into a total frenzy. He's clever, he's intelligent, but he's 35 now, and the dramas of the win, glittering this phenomenal build-up. Fines, rehydration clauses, all things maybe, set to rock the euphoric world, but he is desperate for this victory, to prove to the world he is the final gladiator. Christopher Livingston Eubank Jr. and Senior. Wow! We've been doing this a long time. Can he do what is done again? Flipping to the ring, the punch from Eubank Senior and Nigel Benn. This is amazing. I don't think I've seen anything quite like this.
Legendary behaviour!
This atmosphere is
Me missus. Okay, my missus has deserted me for the whole day because she knows what I'm like today. So basically, I have the day to myself. It's my mother's birthday today, so just give me a wide berth. That's all I'll say. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to insult anybody or But yeah, if you want to insult me, today's the right day to do it. You get off my telly, Mrs. Rachel. I fucking hate you. If I could ban you for life, I would, you fucking cunt. Me missus is going to see him in a few weeks.
I lost my way somewhere in another galaxy. Too much to take these memories end in tragedy. In all of these places, I don't wanna let you down.
Near the Etihad. Hey, Pablo.
Give me energy on me, baby. All I really need is one thing. Baby, give it to me on me, baby.
Yeah.
Healing energy on me, baby. I need it. Healing energy on.
Pablo, it's my ma's birthday today, so every year on my ma's birthday, me, Mark, Alex, and Jenny, we grieve our mother today. But I'm not in a bad mood or anything, like, you know what I mean? It's just one of them things we all have to deal with.
Baby, can you make a wish for me?
Suck it up. Chest infection. Yeah, Pablo, they left me for the day because when it's my ma's birthday, I'm going fishing for an hour or two. I have my gear set up and all ready to go. You know, of every day of the year, you know, today is the hardest day for me. The 5th of May. Always.
Never thought that I'd be ready. She let me not let her be perfect. She told me why don't you just fight for all these things.
Anyway, Pablo, shout out to Pablo's ma. It's not Pablo, believe me.
No more change, my body needs some gold. 3 babies trying to prove for some more. They trying to answer 'cause you reap what you sow. Walking in just simply out.
Pablo, the other day, I had to get rid of one of me 2 mods. Now I'm going to tell you a story, Pablo. You know, I try my best shield me mods, right? Yeah.
New Got to Be Get Fresh Dry Shampoo Hair Mist. Skip the hair washing and enjoy your extra time. Suitable for sensitive scalps. With a vitalizing sense of bergamot and freesia. It's cheat day for your hair.
Fuck off. Yeah, so Pablo, today's me mummy's birthday and she's not here. So I have a way of dealing with it, you know. Where have I left that? So here, we're gonna enjoy this live, right? Give me a second, guys. Sorry, let me lower this down, Murphy. So, right. Anyway, for those that don't know, right, I lost me man and dad, right? So, let me just do this a minute, guys. Let me stick this in here. And then I can put it right there. Like that. Now, sorry about the noise. How are you, Mousy? Shout out to Pablo's mommy. You know, like I said, I lost my mother many years ago, you know, and when I fucked up in Dublin in '93, my family missed me and they moved to Manchester, you know. And before she died, she said to me, keep the boys together. And I've managed to do that. I've had my brothers around me all my life except for when I was locked up or when I was in the UK for a year. How are you, hoax? But anyway, like I said, today's the 5th of May. And I don't know what it is about. Nah, you don't have to be sorry, Mousy. It happens us all. You know, I just have the courage to talk about it, you know. It's like, because at the end of the day, you can't hold things in like that. You see, because I can only speak for Irish men. And even if you don't like me, we've got one thing in common. We have a mammy and a daddy that we fucking idolise. And when they die, part of you is going to die with them. But they wouldn't want that. Like, my mother wouldn't want me crying. You know, I cry all the time. My dad was what you call a hard man. He was a very violent man and he wasn't afraid to use it as a tool if need be. You know, but there was tougher men than my father around, like me uncles. You know, they were what you call real tough guys. Grew up in Ballier in the 50s, 60s, 70s. But today's me mother's birthday. My missus has gone and deserted me and says, love, I'm going to leave you on your own today. Why don't you go fishing? I went and got me bait yesterday. I'll be honest with you. I went out yesterday for a few minutes and I was looking and I was like, I was watching me rod and I was waiting for it. Here, hang on, let me sit down here. Sorry. So, me back. I have that degenerative disc disease. I'm fucked. And I know it. And that's why I say we only get a limited amount of time on here. So when I'm dead, you will have 20,000 videos to watch of me. Even when I'm dead. You know, I've covered all bases. You don't understand why I grew this channel, so I could make a shitload of content for my children to have when I'm dead. Oh, you didn't know. Well, now you fucking know. The whole reason why I make a shitload of videos is when I'm dead, my children will have a shitload of content to watch of me. Their children, if I don't get to meet them. Hey, shout out to me grandchildren. I'm dead. If you're watching this right now, here, no tears and no looking back. Keep pushing that envelope and don't let anybody hold you back. Education's the way forward. Just like your dad. Your dad went to university. You know, you'll follow them down that long line of McDonald's who are scholars. Not my words. Some of my uncles and my aunties, people have called them scholars. Not my fucking words. I'm a fucking arse. I'm a jackass. You know, but the thing is, I got my education back. You know, and I used it as a tool. Hey, I might be a jester and I might be a fool, but I'm very handy to have on your side. I'm a very effective tool. You see, when I started this channel, I made myself a promise, but there were some stipulations. My channel was stolen on me. It took me 4 years to get 600 subs. I used to ask people to hit the like button on my old channel. I said on this one, I can't do that. I'm not going to ask one person to hit the fucking like button. I'm just going to be myself. Try speak to a couple of people in Ballia that I miss because I've been in the UK 30 years, so I miss me mates. I've not had a game of Dawn for 25 years. The last time I played Dawn, I was in me jocks having cornflakes with IRA men in a cell on the force, in the joy. What's your name? Jude McDonnell, in Irish. What? What's your name? Jude McDonnell. I'm not going to tell you a third time. You better answer me in Irish or you're not getting out of the cell. I didn't know any. I'd forgot it. You know, for that 5 months, I learned a little bit of Irish and I managed to survive like a couple of attempts on my life. You know, if I had gotten out with one eye, I would have been happy with that because that would have been my payment for being a drug dealer, you know. And as long as I could see with one eye, because God, the good thing about losing your eye is you got a spare one. You know, like shout out to God. That's all I need is one eye. You know, it doesn't matter. As long as I have my eyesight, I don't give a fuck. How are you, Rob? So the missus has gone and deserted me today because it's me mammy's anniversary, right? Now, I'm not going to lie. Earlier on, I put that song on, Sweet 16, and I could hear her singing it, and I started getting upset. So it's out of the way now, so I'm glad because it's like, you know, today of all days, I just can't get her out of my head, you know. And every other day it's the same, but I cope with it. It's just today, my coping strategies aren't very good when it comes to this. Yeah. That's the one thing about losing your mother, man. It's like I didn't realise I was a mammy's boy until my mother died, man, because I fucking pined and it's too late then, you know. Like I didn't get, like I said, it's like the last time I see me mother, she told me she loved me. You know I love you, don't you? And I was like, yeah, of course I do, man. I love you too, you know. I went to leave and she said, hey, you're not gonna give me a kiss. Her head was gone, like she didn't know what was going on. And when I left, they drained 9 litres of fluid out of her bladder. She's an alcoholic, you see. And she went into a deep sleep and never woke up and died a few days later, you know. She went in with a water infection the week before and he missed it. Do you understand? She had 9 litres of fluid, 9 litres of urine was taken out of her. And she went into a deep sleep and didn't wake up. And I never got to say bye to her. And it's killing me. Still. But she learnt me to be strong in moments like this, because it's going to happen. I'm going to die one day. I'm like, will you fuck off saying you're going to die, will you? She said, listen, will you stop fucking contradicting me, will you? Everyone's gonna die. My ma died, Jude. I ain't gonna die. You better fuck off saying that. You're not dying. You're not fucking... But she did. She was right. She wasn't lying. And I witnessed her there lying, dying. Yeah. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my lifetime. Losing my mother.
Started. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here, nigga. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here, nigga. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team fucking here. I done kept it real from the jump. Living at my mama's house, we argue every month, nigga. I was trying to get it on my own. Working all night, traffic on the way home, and my uncle calling me like, where you at?
How are you, Fred? How are you, Hopes? How are you, Jordan? Listen, I'm not ignoring you. And forgive me if you think I am, but like I said, out of every day in the entire year, today, for me, is like a race. And I finished the race at midnight. And I'm bollocks at the minute, so I'm sitting down, okay. It's not a marathon, it's a race. And you have to finish at midnight. So today is the worst day in my life, basically.
I would love for you to accompany me to my crib. So
But it is what it is, you know what I mean? Mate, listen, Rude is the last thing anybody wants to be to Jude. I'm the riddler, not the fiddler. School's always been in session. Certified psychopath, 93 evaluations. I can help you with your aggression. You see, I used to break things like faces and shit and whatever. I break things.
I look way different when I'm not in my work clothes.
Oh, right.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here, nigga. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the
It won't go on me fucking head. Mousy, what do you reckon? Do you like it?
Started from the bottom, now the whole team here, nigga. Always tell stories like a man. Say I never struggled, wasn't hungry, yeah, I got it, nigga. I can turn your boy into the man. There ain't really much out here that's popping up without us, nigga. We just want the credit where it's due. I'ma worry about me.
Give a fuck about you.
Nigga, just as a reminder to myself. I went
every single chain, even when I'm in the house. Cause we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here, nigga. No new niggas, nigga, we don't feel that. Fuck a fake
Friend where your real friends at.
We don't like to do too much explaining. Story stay the same, I never changed it. No new niggas, nigga, we don't feel that.
Fuck a friend where your real friends at.
We don't like to do too much explaining. Story stay the same through the money and the fame. Cause we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team fucking here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Nigga, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Nigga, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the
What are you fucking laughing at?
Cause we started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team
Do you want to say hello to me, little pet?
now we here. Started from the bottom, now the
Oh.
whole team here. Nigga, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Nigga, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Nigga.
I'm just having me butt at the door.
Everyone,
Give me a second.
meet my boyfriend, Jake.
What's up, everyone?
What is all over your feet?
Oh, your flowers. I study botany, so.
Oh, you're a plant guy. Resting dad face back there likes plants too.
Grab some pruners. Let's prune.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now.
Baby.
I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down. Baby. We took a trip, now we on your block, and it's like a ghost town. Baby. Where did these niggas be at when they say they doing all this and all that? Tired of beefing you bums, you can't even pay me enough to react. Been waking up in the crib, and sometimes I don't even know what I'm at. Please don't pay that nigga's house in this party, I can't even listen to that. Anytime that I run into somebody, it must be a victory lap. Hey, shawty come sit on my lap. Hey, they saying Drizzy just snap. This in between us is not a store, this isn't a closable gap. Hey, I see some niggas attack, and don't end up making it back. I know that they had the crib going crazy down bad, but they had it didn't last, damn baby. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now. Baby, I took a half and she took the whole thing. Slow down. Baby, we took a trip, now we on your block, and it's like a ghost town. Baby, where did these niggas be at when they say they doing all this and all that? I'm in the trenches, relax. Can you not put that little boy in the club? Cause we do not listen to rats. We ain't a letter, I buy her wig. She telling me Tay is the best. Pointed the beautiful, act like a killer, but you only one from the net. I'm like the baby, I'm not just a rapper. You play with me, you won't get stretched. Bring it back to the hood. It's a real I bet they on their face right now. The off the block. I know that they at the crib.
Thank you very much. You don't need to be sorry.
Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now. Baby.
I'll tell you one thing, if you have your mother in your life, treasure her. Because when she's gone, you're going to know the bank's been robbed. Once your ma's dead, that's the glue gone.
I took the half and she took the...
Except for in my circumstances, I listened to what me granny told me as a kid. Don't hit women if you're an alcoholic or a drug addict. Don't hit your kids. You know. You don't need to be sorry. I'm not sorry. You know, I'm glad my turn's out of the way.
The whole thing slow down. Baby. We took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town.
And when your ma dies here, you will feel my pain.
Niggas be at when they say they do
I
this, not that. When he tell the story, that's not how I win. No, they be lying 100%. Moved out of risk and forgot about the bed. Now they just call me to tell me come get it.
My mother wouldn't want me being upset or sad.
When they regret it, left me for dead and now they won't get it. Yeah. All this still beating, my niggas still eating. Back all they look like they fine, they eating. Pillows off good, it's just spilling the tea. And shawty came back and said she didn't mean it. It's hard to believe it. I know that they at the crib going crazy down bad. What they had didn't last, damn baby. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now.
What are you doing? What? Hey, yo, you straight?
Yeah, I'm good. No, I'm good.
No, we literally on there like me, Odell. We got.
Oh, it's been a long fight. It's been a long fight, and I just had to have a warrior spirit, and that's all.
What do you know about a long fight?
No, I'm good. I'm just.
Get the fuck off the block, Don.
No, wow.
Okay.
Yo, let's go, bro.
Okay. Baby, I took the half and she took the whole thing. Slow down. Baby, we took a trip, now we on your block and it's like a ghost town. Baby, where do these niggas be at when they say they doing all this and all that?
Dad, I really want to make a spaceship of that fairy bottle, but it's taken ages to run out. We've got loads left. It's still going.
Yeah. I'll tell you what's sad today. People need to tell their mommy they love them more before they die. Let your mother know you fucking love her. I'm telling you now, because you're gonna cry.
Rewind, the gunshot leans forward. You replace it, so we rewind. Yeah. Way.
Years ago, back when I used to sit on the block, Don.
Look.
I got enemies, got a lot of enemies.
Got a lot of people trying to drain me of my energy.
Trying to take away.
From a nigga. Fucking with the kid and pray for your nigga. I got girls in real life trying to fuck up my day. Fuck going online, that ain't part of my day. I got real shit coming with my family too. I got niggas that can never leave Canada too. I got 2 mortgages, 30 million in total. I got niggas that are still trying to fucking me over. I got rap niggas that I gotta act like I like. But my acting days are over, fuck them niggas for life. Yeah, I got enemies, got a lot of enemies. Got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy.
Trying to take away from a nigga.
Fucking with the kid and pray for you, nigga. I got people talking down, man, like I give a fuck. I bought this one a purse, I bought this one a truck, I bought this one a house, I bought this one a mall. I keep buying shit, just make sure you keep track of it all. I got bitches asking me about the code for the Wi-Fi, so they can talk about the timeline and show me pictures of their friends, just to tell me they ain't really friends. Ex-girl, she the female version of me. I got strippers in my life, but they virgins to me. I hear everybody talking about what they gon' be. I got high hopes for you niggas, we gon' see. I got money in the course, so all my niggas are free. About to call your ass a Uber, I got somewhere to be. I hear fairy tales about how they gon' run up on me. But run up when you see me, then we gon' see. I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy, trying to take away from a nigga, fucking with the kid and pray for you, nigga. Nah, fuck all of you niggas, I ain't finished. Y'all don't wanna hear me say it's a go. Y'all don't wanna see win 50 or whoa. I got real ones living past Kennedy Road. I got real ones with me everywhere that I go. I'm trying to tell you, I got enemies, got a lot of enemies. Every time I see them, something wrong with their memory. Trying to take away from a nigga. So tired of saving all these niggas, Mike. Yeah. I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy, trying to take away from a nigga, fucking with the kid and pray for you, nigga. Astro. Yeah. Sun is down, freezing cold. That's how we already know. When it's here, my dog will probably do it for Louis Bell. That's just all he know, he don't know nothing else. I tried to show him. Yeah. I tried to show him.
Well, my condolences for your uncle, Sophie, or Sophia. Like, the thing about death and losing people is, it's like, now I'm sure you've been to a couple of funerals and they're fucking sad, but we tend to think about our loved ones on their birthday and their anniversary, like, especially our mother. Don't get me wrong, losing people is fucking, it's the worst thing in the world, but I believe God does it. You know, the way I believe is, I believe in God, I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, I'm a God-fearing man, and God takes people away from you to test you, you know what I mean? And it's like, I had to ask myself, am I really God-fearing? And if so, I have to forgive everybody that ever did anything wrong to me, because I did a lot of wrongs in my life. So, now, everything I tell you, I can back up, right? Now, I'm going to tell you a story about, okay, in 1992, 1993, I had a run-in with a family from the city centre, no names, the Hutches and the Mitchells. And I was only a young, naive kid who thought he was grown. You know, I was only 15 years old when I got involved in all that nonsense. And one particular night in this nightclub, some person was selling. Now, you'll understand in a few minutes, right? So, in this particular nightclub, this geezer, there was rules in this nightclub and you weren't allowed to sell in this nightclub unless you're from a certain area. So somebody from a different area come into this nightclub, all the stuff got taken off him, and in the toilet he started saying, you don't know who you're messing with, you don't know who you're dealing with, you know who I am. So I punched him in the face. A couple of my mates give him a slap as well, right? But so fast forward a week later, I go up to a nightclub and the exact same thing that happened to this geezer, being Eric Hutch Rocket, I went up to G1 and about 6 of them surrounded me. 3 or 4 of them surrounded Gary Flynn, and I'd about, between the two of us, we'd over 3.5 grand, right? That was taken off us, and all our tablets were, well, we didn't have any tablets left in all fairness, we just had the money. And it was taken off me, I got the bollocks kicked down me, and fucked down the stairs in Fitzroy. And Eric Hutch, he was the one that started it all. So, I was 15, right? That happened. So, fast forward to me going to 18. 3 years later, I went to England, right? Now, I come back from England at 19. I couldn't get a job, so I started selling heroin. I ended up getting nicked. I got out on bail. As soon as I got out on bail, I got another phone. I got nicked again. So I went to Mountjoy prison. And at the time, the people that I fuck with 6 years previous, when I was 15, I'm 21 now, 6 years previous, I had an argument with a family from town. Not just me, all my friends were around with them too. But anyway, I thought it was all forgot about, so I went to Mountjoy for the first time. And while I was in there, someone approached me and says, you know who I am? I was like, no. He said, well, I know who you are. He said, and you're not leaving this jail alive. I went back to my cell and puked me ring up because I realised who he was. He was the same guy that I punched in the face 6 years previous, was in this jail, and he remembered me, hey, and he put a green light on me. You know, rest in peace to Sam Maguire. If he was here today, he could tell you. If young Martin Cal was here, he'd tell you too. You know, they wanted me hurt, at least, you know. And I didn't even do nothing, all because I was from a certain area and I was affiliated with certain people, allegedly. So, I was warned. I got a warning. One of me pals, big brothers, come and told me, he said, Jude, they're coming for you. What did you do? I said, I've not done that. I'm only in the jail 3 days, bro. He said to me, Jude, it's all because of that asylum bullshit. You were wrapped up in it, and I know you're the only Jude from Cherry Orchard, bro. They want you dead, and they're gonna come for you. I went back to my cell and I spewed me ring up, mate. I was shitting myself, you know. How you like someone turns around and tells you that I got like these guys are gonna hurt you, you know, because of who I was affiliated with and who my family are. You know, like, so I'm walking around the yard, right? I have my son's picture in my hand. And this geezer comes out of nowhere and snatches it out of my hand, and I tried to get to him and 3 people stood in his way, and he was behind him laughing at me like that, look. Now you just made a big fucking mistake. I don't care who your uncle is, fuck your uncle. You know what I mean? Fuck him. You're not leaving this jail alive. I went back to my cell and I got sick. Next of all, I seen someone coming in my cell and it was Sam. And this geezer gave me a radio. He said to me, Jude, they're coming for you, bro. Don't have your back to the door at any time. Do not walk into that cell with your back to the door. I'm warning you. So I was anticipating they were going to get me, you know. But it was the next day at breakfast. I was walking back to my cell like that on my baby's life with me tray. So both hands are compromised, okay? Me hands are holding a breakfast tray. I go to put me tray down, and in the corner of me eye here, I had a little fucking mirror on the wall like that, yeah? About that width, I had a mirror on the wall. I didn't have the mirror on the wall. The mirror was already there. I'm walking into the cell like that to put me breakfast down, and in the corner of me eye, I can see this cunt coming in with a basin or something like that, and he went like that, dashed it at me, and I got out of the way, lucky enough. Thanks to God. I fucking got out of the way, and I come back and hit him. And it hit him, and he lost his composure because he was blinded. Because the sugar and water in it, and he threw it at me. I got out of the way, I hit the wall and come back to him. The cells are very cold. Do you understand? It's like that water will just bounce off him and come back and hit him in the face. I had 2 minutes. I grabbed the radio and I give him a rap of it in the head. You know, it's like, and in all fairness, yeah, he ended up on the ground, and my dad told me, don't let him up. And if I had to let this fella up, I'm telling you now, he would have hurt me. So I had to make sure he didn't get up. So I broke the radio off his head. And while I was hitting him with it, the radio handle snapped, and I stuck it in his eye. And that's on my baby's life. I did nothing on them, and they come to hurt me. I've no sympathy for him. He asked for that. I was minding my own business, about to have my cornflakes, me tea, me currant bun with a few jams and butter on, and he ruined me fucking breakfast and me floor. Now look what you've done. You've got sugar and water all over me floor. It's all sticky. Your blood's everywhere. The governor's at the door telling me he's going to send his men. Send them in! You know, this cunt was there the night Keith Collins got stabbed. And then he had the audacity to come and try hurt me. You know, when he got what he deserved, he got tuned in. End of. You know, they tried to stop me from seeing my son. You have to understand something. Jude McDonnell is on him done. You know, you come to hurt me. What am I meant to do? Let you violate me? So the whole wing can violate me? No, it's not fucking happening. What? Because your uncle has the jail there. Yeah, but you sent the 3 students, didn't you? To do a man's job. Yeah, and I seen them coming. 3 of them. Fucking joke thing. Go away out of that, would you? Tough guy. They weren't tough guys. They were fucking idiots. If they had a sending 3 Lee Marvin Hitchman, I would have been fucked. This geezer, he didn't have to throw water at me. All he had to do was fucking run at me and pin me against the wall. He was fucking huge. You know, if he had gotten off that ground, I was dead. I don't care if I go to seg. You know what I mean? Fuck that, mate. You come to hurt me. And then I got a charge. You know what I mean? For fucking stabbing someone several times with the handle of a radio. I lost control, you know. They were trying to hurt me. You understand? So I'm thinking, here, I'm doing my jail. It's not doing me. You're not going to fucking violate me, mate. You know what I mean? You have to understand the rules. You come to hurt me and you missed. Now it's my turn. So I broke the radio off his fucking head. You know, that's the only language these cunts understand. You know, I didn't want to fight with anybody, but look at this here. You've come to fucking hurt me And if that water had hit me in the face, I wouldn't have seen my kid again. So I'll do whatever it takes, and I did whatever it took. And here, Mousy, you were in the joy with Eric Hutch, so was I. He was your friend, he wasn't mine, bro. And him and his cronies come for me, bro, and they missed. They had a good chance of hurting me, really hurting me, disabling me, blinding me. That'd be the worst punishment for me, not to be able to see me kids grow. I just wanted to get out with me eyesight, at least one eye, and anyway, if I had to get an eye taken out, so what? I'd getting over it, I have one. Well, the way I see things is, death makes you stronger. Time heals, but you never forget, But yeah, I ended up in SEG for that. I got battered by the screws. But at the end of the day, I'm from a certain area where we don't let people violate us. It's not in us. You disrespect one of my friends back home where I'm from here, you're fucking, I tell you what, you're playing with fire. I realised I wasn't a tough guy when I was in that jail, because for the 5 months on remand in the jail, I was shitting myself, mate. Every single day I had to walk out of my cell a certain way, and I had to walk backwards into my cell, going into it. Never have your back to the door, because anybody can come in like that, 30 seconds, back out of your cell. Do you understand? You're left on the ground in bits. Like these guys, do you understand? One of them had a fucking thing like that, and if he had a stick in it in me, I would have been like a roasted pig on a spit. And at the end of the day, I made my son a promise. I'd already brought fucking Socko to the gaff. Fucking the anti-terrorism unit interrogating me. And Star Street Guard Station, some of the finest detectives, and then jail. So it's not a good life, Like too many. I'll tell you what the problem is. Too many people want to be a gangster nowadays, but when a little bit of pressure is put on them, they're shook. Have you ever had a 9mm? Tell you what, right? I've got witnesses that can tell you. I was in the asylum one night and I had a gun put to my head, a 9mm, yeah. And have a guess what? It was a woman that did it. Yeah, I said, shoot, bitch. Go on. You shoot me here. All my mates are gonna hear it. You're dead. Go on, shoot me. They tried to scare me, but they didn't scare me. It did the opposite. They brought guns into the club and they pointed at people, but they didn't shoot. You know what I mean? So that told me a little bit. You're afraid to pull that trigger. So don't pick up one if you're not going to use it. Once I become a father, all that bullshit went down my head. And then when I went to prison, I was minding my own business, and these cunts come to haunt me. Like, what am I meant to do? Let them do it? Mousy will tell you what it's like in the joy. If you let somebody come to your cell and do something to you, and you don't do nothing about it, everybody on the wing is going to know about it. It's going to be breakfast news. It's going to be lunchtime news. Everyone's going to say, here, did you see what happened to him in that cell earlier on? And here, you're not fucking violating me if I can help it. I had me 2 hands compromised. I had a tray in me hand and he still missed. All I wanted to do was to do me time, and I'm not letting me time do me. Fuck that. I was in Pats. I'm not, this isn't my first rodeo, you know what I mean? You're not going to fucking put your hands on me, because it's the same in Pats. You come to my cell and you're from Cork, and you come in and you try to take my radio, yeah? And you're like 20 stone, and you're the bully on the landing. Now, if I don't do something about that, yeah, everybody's gonna think that I'm soft, I'm wet, I'm nitty as fuck. It ain't happening, mate. I'm getting out to see my son, and if I have to kill to do it, so be it. If it means him visiting me in prison for life, I'll still get to see him. But I'll tell you what, I've never been that afraid in my life, anticipating whether somebody's gonna kill me, you know, and they're very creative how they do it too, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, I fucking was terrified the whole time I was in there, because like when you go to a prison and you fuck over some of the people that's in the jail in previous years, they don't forget about it. Like, Jude isn't a common name, especially Jude from Ballyfermot. Yeah, everyone will know who you're on about. All because of that bullshit, you know, but I'd forgot it. I'd gone to England at 18, and when I come back, I ended up going to jail in town, in Mountjoy prison, and there was loads of Hutches and Mitchells in there, and they didn't forget me. You know, they ran the fucking wing. They had screws in their pocket. Do you understand? They were going to get to me one way or the other. You know, and they picked the wrong morning to do it. You know, don't send a boy to do a man's job. You know, if they had up sending someone that was vicious, they'd have hit me with the water at least. You know, don't get me wrong, I did get hit by the water, but not in the face. You know, yeah, it fucking hit me, but the adrenaline that hit me, as soon as fucking I seen that geezer, man, me bollocks dropped, you know, and I panicked, you know what I mean? Because I knew what was coming. I knew he wasn't on his own, you know, so I anticipated someone coming through the door, and they come through the door and they got put on the floor. You know, and I managed to get the cell door shut with him in the cell, and I battered him with a radio on me kids' lives. You know, I made my baby son a promise, Dylan, as a kid. I fucked up, and the house got raided. I brought drugs and a weapon into me gaff, allegedly. You know, I brought that to the door. My son didn't do nothing to deserve that. So when I got nicked and I was leaving, I gave him a kiss and I said, I promise you I'll never do this shit again. But I'm coming up to visit me in Mountjoy prison. That was it for me. You know, because my son dived across the counter, the screw ended the visit. He said, visit's over. You know, I told you, you know, do not kiss your missus or hug your son. Fuck you. I'll hug my son if I want. My son dived across the table, and this particular screw, who was on their payroll, dragged my son out of my arms, and my son was screaming. So he said, visit's over. You understand? I told you this is a non-touching book. Fuck you, me. Do you understand? Here, back to a cell. Really? Okay. You know, all I could hear in my head, I could still hear my son screaming, crying. I went through the door and I just fucking heard him. And I knew I'd go to seg by doing that. I was already half dead. They were going to get me in anyway. Like, for what I did to that boy. You know, I smashed him to bits with a radio and I tuned him in. Yeah, Key 10, Cherry fucking Orchard, mate. You don't know what you've just done. Now you what? You won't forget me. You tried to come and take my eyesight. Now, I've taken one of yours. I didn't miss. You did. You sent the 3 Steelies to do a man's job. You see, what you didn't anticipate is what I have inside me. It's in me. See, me dad taught me, don't let him off the ground. That's all I could hear when I was hitting him. Jewett, don't let him up. The size of him, look at him. Look at the size of you, son. You are seriously compromised here. Do not let him up. And I didn't. Next of all, the door opened, the screws rushed me in. you know, but yeah, that was the final straw for me. My son visiting me in prison. I was like, I don't want this life. You know, this is gonna keep repeat offending. When you're a drug addict, you need to make a fucking decision. You know, your kids or your ego. Which one's gonna be an ego? Like I said, I chose me kids over me mates. Me mates chose a portfolio lifestyle. I've loads of mates in Dublin that are millionaires that have properties everywhere. But it was brought with fucking drug money, you big hypocrite, you. Yeah, go on out with that. $31 on and off. My brothers have been in Manchester 32 years.
Oh, the atmosphere.
Thank you, Andrew.
Continuing.
Know this, guys, whether you like me or not, we have something in common. We have a mammy, and I'm not made of steel. Although some of my friends allegedly putting a reputation on me because I was a stupid, naive, angry young man who thought he had everything worked out, and I never put or ever said in my life that I was a tough guy. I never come on YouTube and never call anybody out. I represent the Irish community on here. Do you understand? We carry ourselves different. Do you understand? I'm 50. I'm a standard setter. I set standards for my children, and they went to college and then university. My way works, you see, because I've been there and I've done it. I've sold drugs, and weapons were found in my house. A 9mm Luger with 12 bullets in it. And then they found a Glock. It wasn't mine, but it was near the clock. If I told you who owned it, well, he's dead and anyway. There's a clue for you. He's dead. You know, but he give me a friend, just in case. Shout out to me mother today. Happy birthday. I know you're not here anymore, but believe me, you're here. And you are here. Archers, loose. Send it.
press conference madness. The egg smothered in and one smashed into collar, which sent the social media world into a total frenzy. He's clever, he's intelligent, and he's 35 now. And the dramas of the way littering this phenomenal build-up. Fines, rehydration classes, all things maybe set to rock the UMAC world. But he is desperate for this victory to prove to the world he's the pioneer gladiator. Christopher Livingston, UMAC.
Jumping over the rope like that, look. He jumped over the rope.
Wow. We've been doing this a long time. Can he do what he's done again? Flip into the ring. The push from UMAC Senior. Nigel Benz. This is amazing. I don't think I've seen anything quite like this. Absolutely remarkable. This atmosphere.
This is what you call legendary behaviour. What? Ah! Yeah! That's an iconic moment in sport you'll ever see there. Right there.
Absolutely remarkable. This atmosphere is it.
Yeah.
Unlock a world of delicious recipes and inspiration with our Home ID app.
Now listen, we're going to have a good day today. No cheers here. We've already got that out of the way.
Philips air fryer, cooked to perfection every time.
How are you, Gary? Now listen here. I'm not going to be sad today. My mother wouldn't want me upset. But it's very hard, you know. I'm not going to lie. But look, I'm working on it, you know. Let me see. Hang on. Alright, I'm going to play a few tunes if you don't mind. I'm not ignoring you. Thanks everybody for coming in. Shout out to you and fuck your face. Thank you for coming into this place. Give me a few minutes. Watch this space.
Let me see if we can make an ocean of lights. Please grab your phone or a lighter. Let's make an ocean of lights. Put your phones up. In 2005, I started with the bigger editions of the Army and Only show. The next level. Imagine. Mirage. Intense. And Embrace. And we toured a couple of times around the world together. And we created some really beautiful memories together.
Good man, Jordan. Now look here. If you still have your mother in your life, every time you see her, make sure you tell her you love her. Because when she's gone forever.
And this is what it feels like.
I'm very proud to be here today.
The sound of silence doesn't take anymore. Nobody ringing my telephone out.
I love this guy.
Oh, I miss such a beautiful sound. And I don't even know how I survived.
Well, that's what I'm thinking anyway. Right here, come on, we go have a smoke. Motherfucker. Shout out to Trevor Guthrie! shout out to all the mothers that aren't here, not just mine. You know what I mean? I'm not on my own. But I'd rather be on my own today. So me missus has gone out for the day to leave me. Get through my way, you know what I mean? Loose! I'm gonna have this joint, like I said. I have a few hours to myself. Oh shit, and it's only 12:30. Oh yeah. Nah, look at my missus knows about my past. You know, I told her I had to sit my kids down one day and tell them, guess what your dad was one day? A scumbag drug dealer. You know, Dad, is it true what people say about you? Some of it, not all of it. I'm a very proud man and I never cause trouble. I'm just good at finishing it. You'd ring the police on me. So don't act like a tough guy. I've been there and I've done it. I know tough guys, dead ones, loads of them. With rank. You know, I've been around Dublin's finest and I learned from them all. I got away from it. And because I got away from it, I made sure my son was educated and he put everything into education. If you want to succeed in life, son, I'll give you the tools. But have you got the strength to use them? Now, I've just handed you a box of tools. Get to work. I'll see it in 4 years. Yeah. You'll thank me one day. Well, Jordan, I believe in God right now. I dedicated 5 summers of my life to God. Me and Spencer, we went to God's school, God camp. We learned the Bible. You see, I bet you haven't read it, have you? I have. My granny was God-fearing and I'm God-fearing. I'm noble. And you have to forgive everybody in life. Even if it's your best friend, handing someone a weapon to kill you. You have to forgive him. But it takes time. Forgiveness comes with time. It's like fine wine. So there's nothing for me to be crying. Well, I'm happy me. I have a woman that idolises me, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's a comfort in its own. You know, when you hit 50, it's like it's crazy. I was in a relationship for over 20 years with one person. You know, I'm a very loyal person now, I'll be honest with you. Back before I had me children, I was a womanizer. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I was, you know what I mean? But when you're in a nightclub every week, selling ecstasy allegedly, and the customers, when they're off the nut, they always come over and remind you, thank you for your service. You know, because of you, I'm up dancing like, and I can't even dance, you know. Listen, just do something, move your body. You'll get it eventually. Just do whatever, you know. Yeah, fucking great time, you know. The crime rate went down in Dublin and the murder rate. All because of dance music. You know, I mean, all because of ecstasy in all fairness. like I said, whether you like me or not, we have one thing in common, and it's our mother. You know, some men might admit certain things, but that comes with age. You know what I mean? Like, I was very immature as a child. I thought I was a grown-up at 15 because I was around grown-ups, do you understand? And I was looking up to the wrong kind of people, but you don't see that at the time. You know. It's getting fucking cold out here. You fuck off.
Who remembers my album Mirage? We did a tour back then, and I was so happy that he's with me. And tonight he's here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Make some noise for the one and only Mr. Christian Burns!
Just believe this, believe it, what we hold. Sometimes we fall to pieces.
Nah, well, bro, look, I have a lot of good memories, you know. If the truth be told, a few of the lads I grew up with ended up being killed. And I got away, and a part of me, for about 2 decades, felt guilty because I brought some of my mates into the life. And because of me bringing them into the life, they ended up dead. And there was nothing I could do about it. I could just suck it up because they knew right from wrong. He stood there like that, look. Fuck off, let's go. Bam! Up the middle. I just keep jabbing you. And I probably had over 100 fights in my life. And that's on my baby's life. And once you can fight, boom, up the middle. Now what are you going to do? Now what are you going to do? Here, have some more for me. From Ballier. Fuck off! Motherfucker. Oh, leave it out, man. Hang on, let me tighten this up. Hang on, stay for a second. Will you fuck off and just stay there a minute? I don't know. I have me fishing rod there ready to go, bro, but like I have me bait there. Like I'm going flow fishing today. I'm just acting the bollocks, but I'm not going yet. I'm going about an hour. I'm gonna do a live till about what time are we on? I'll do me live till 1:30 and then I'll go fishing. You know.
Exactly what I found myself doing one day.
It was something
that pushed me completely out of my comfort zone. I don't think I've ever been more proud of something. My parents always said that Mystic in Connecticut was a town that lived up to its name. They described it as an adorable, quaint, historic town.
Hang on, mate.
My parents talked about these boardwalks that would seemingly go on forever, and when I got to Rehoboth,
Yeah, I have me glasses
I could
too.
totally see what they meant. I adored walking up and down those boardwalks.
I can see fish with these.
Talks about the taffy, so
you
I
know.
had to try really hard not to eat it all before I got home, so I could save him some. The thing I was
Bro, I
really
like me
looking forward to
clothes.
telling people back home was
You know,
just how friendly
like
everyone in the Northeast was. I felt like I made
it's
friends
important to
every
look
time I
nice.
went to.
You know, it's important. Like I'm not getting any younger, bro. You know, 51 this year.
Feeling my fingertips were made to touch your skin. Days only last for a minute. I never questioned why. I always knew you were mine.
Oosh!
Loving you is in my DNA. Yeah. Loving you is the only way. Yeah. Loving you is in my DNA.
Now, I am the captain, not the ship.
Is it my DNA?
You know, oh, you know about it. You know, oh, you know about it.
Oh, no, you don't. Anyway, do you like music? Forgot to ask what kind of grid. Oh, bro, it's just a basic telescopic one. You know, it's a shit rod, but it does the job. And the canal is about 7 doors down. So I walk 7 doors down, I take a left, and there's a little ginnel. You walk through it, and you're on the canal. You know. Nah, bro, you know what? Like, I lost my mother, right? And she wouldn't want me upset, but I struggle today, you know. But because I'm a man, and like, sometimes people hear half truths, and everybody can change if you want to change, you know. And I know the way my ma raised me, you know, like my dad taught me how to fight, but my mother taught me how to love. It's not an even balance, you know. But then when I become a father, I turned soft. And I realised what mattered. Me mates fuck me over. I fuck me kids over by selling drugs and bringing Star Street Garda Station through the door. So I had to make a decision. Do I want to be like Marno Highland? Do I want to be like David Douglas? Do I want to be like Rusty Grandin? No.
That's all my love. That's all my love. Yeah. You're the one thing I can't escape. You're the fire to my warm embrace. Yeah. That's all my love. Into the dark, into the light, baby, I go. Whether it's wrong, whether it's right, I will follow. I'll pay the price, I'll sacrifice. That's all my love. Yeah. All my love, I put that on my, all my love, I put that on my love. I put that on my love. All my love, I put that on my, all my love, I put that on my love. I put that on my love.
Anyway, like I said, when I'm a bit fucking down, I play a lot of music. And
You know you're a 90s kid
now
when
today is different to every other
this
day.
was your idea of saving.
I'd like to shout out to me missus for giving me space today. You know, like, I'm not gonna lie, today's my mammy's birthday, right? On my mammy's grave. My ma come to visit my son a few months ago and it derailed me. And you know what she used to keep saying to me when she was sick? I'll come back and visit you And I'm like, will you fuck off saying that? And do you know what she said to me? Will you fuck off contradicting me every time I fucking say something? I'll find a way. If there's a way I can get out of heaven and come and see you, I'll do it, Jewett. And I'm like, man, will you stop talking like that? You know what I mean? You're not going to fucking die. And how wrong was I? I lost my best friend and I lost my ma. I also lost my mental capacity to function. I couldn't function anymore without my mother. Losing my dad was one thing, but losing my mother, that hit me like anything. My dad's never hit me that hard. You know, cause see me heart, man, mourns me mother on a daily basis, but I've got used to her being dead, so time does heal. You don't forget, but over time you gradually come up with a coping strategy. You know, like we'll never forget our mas, even if you don't like me or hate my guts. I know we have one or two things in common, being our family and our children.
Reboot your savings today.
This will be a little controversial.
Do you think that you're a nepo baby? What is it about these kind of holidays that put women at risk?
People go crazy with.
One hand. It's only a small telly. Motherfucker! Now this is what you call a banger. Action!
Please welcome to the stage to head up high with us,
Action!
att det svenska succébandet Swedish House
Shout out to me father
medlemmarna som arbetat
and
tillsammans
my
sedan
mother
2005.
today. We are here representing.
There was a time I used to look into my father's eyes. In a happy home, I was the king I had it going through. Those days are gone, now the memories on the wall. I hear the
Parachute drop.
sounds from the places where I was born. Upon a hill across the blue lake, that's where I had my first heartbreak. I still remember how it all changed. My father said, don't you worry, child. She has got a plan for you. Don't you worry now. Yeah. There was a time I met a girl of a different kind. We ruled the world from the Netherlands or outside. We were as we are. Still hear the songs.
Come on, fool. I can speak, right? Fuck off. Congratulations, Liverpool winning the Premier League. I beat to see them all around the world.
Här finns
seen them all around the world, but nothing is compared to what I've seen tonight. But I know that they're such great individual artists that they'll feel fine on their own. God bless them.
Amen, bro. You got the devil in you today, Jude.
All right, you guys want to do a little swap? Yeah, I could be into it.
No, no, go back. I don't believe that, man. I was right there. Fuck river dancer, mate. Can't do that, no. Definitely not. Action! Fire! I told you, I do not miss. Look at that, look. Now, reading. My mother's watching.
This is the sound of Elnet by L'Oreal Paris. The sound of 72 hours of iconic hold.
Shout out to Chopper Reed and Keithy George and Neville
The sound
Bardos.
of confidence. Instant strength. Effortless style. Iconic hold on and off the runway.
Iconic
That's the
horse.
sound of Elnet
Yeah.
by
I'm Frank. No, that's taking the piss. On my side.
24/7 vaccinated, you got me infatuated. Feel the power in your eyes.
Where am I? I think I'm home. My body. Cop the sweet. Hey, do you want to see a picture of me when I was a kid? Look. And that little boy is 31 years old. Yeah, the ladies used to say that, Scott. I thought you said I'm a good-looking gay. My scooter's wrecked, man. Hey, my missus paid £6 for this and I won't walk. Will you fuck off doing that? Right, let me leave this there. Yeah, I wish I was 18 years old, Scott. I was after getting away from Dublin with my life. I got tortured in Cherry Orchard. The housing estate where I was from, Scott, I copped a suite. No, I'm at home now. I don't know what to do, Scott. Do you understand? Like I said, men, we don't like admitting shit, bro. But when you said that on my live a few weeks ago, I was a bit offended when you said it, but I know why you said it. And you were the only one, you and Pablo. Like you said something like, get the fuck off YouTube, bro, and fucking go and sort your shit or something like that. And I didn't like it, but when I thought about it, I was like, Scott did that as a mate. You know, and I appreciate that. You know, thank you for caring. You know, all jokes aside, you're a big bastard, like you're 6'3", bro. But you've got a good heart, you know, and what you said, like, you know, it registered with me, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to explain, and I get that. Brother, I love you for doing it. Thank you. You know, like, all jokes aside, you know what I mean? You said it to me, bro, whether I liked it or not. You know, and you are right. You know, we don't always get things right, and what you said you were right in saying. You know, I thought, like, I'll be honest with you, Scott, I was like, You know, I fucked everything up. Because of me mental health, I break things. I've got a reputation for breaking things, allegedly. I'm not a fucking tough guy, a hard man or a fighter man. And here, to all the wankers on YouTube, has Stu McDonnell ever called any of you out? You'd ring the police for me. That's why I've not called anyone out. You'd get me arrested, away from me family, because I'd come in your back door with no shoes on and I'd creep up your stairs and I'd hold a sword to your neck and do that. Shut your fucking mouth. Or back then, I would have holding a 9mm to your head. I'm telling you to get out of fucking bed now and don't make a sound or I'll execute you in your house where your family are and I'll leave no witnesses. Now that was before I was a father. That was me mindset. But now, my mindset is turned into setting standards. Now, I'm not perfect. I'm an ex-addict. I'm in recovery. I'll be a drug addict until I die because I'm on a lot of medication that are CDs, being controlled drugs. I'm on a lot of them. And I've always said for years, I've been on medication years. I've never stayed away from nothing, all my fears. You see, I'm not afraid to confront myself. And sometimes men don't realise it until they're 50. Sometimes you have to confront yourself and say, you're a cunt. And maybe if you did this or maybe if you did that, you could change your life and your relationship. What are you going to do about it? Eight's down there, Liverpool, do you know, Stan? Wow, you know what, Scott? I didn't know that. 47 books. Is that a fact? Wow, that's something else. That, like I said, you know what I mean? If you watch the movie, you know, and if you read the book about him, you know, like he was a proper tough guy and he didn't need his mates, you know. He was a certain way. He carried a gun with him everywhere he went. I can relate to that. You know, I've got mates that are in jail for killing people, allegedly. Hitmen. Some of Dublin's finest assassins I grew up with. You see, you never forget how to shoot. Once you learn how to shoot and you send your first round, you don't forget it. You know, some people fire weapons and hurt people and end up getting sick all over the place when they see blood. Like, what's the point in shooting someone if you're gonna get sick? You're meant to be a tough guy, right? You've just shot him. What are you getting sick for? Do you understand? He's dead now. Your DNA is all over the place. Your sick is everywhere. You're not built for this life, so bounce. You know, I was part of that life and I bounced at 21. My missus has gone out today because she knows what I'm like today now. In about an hour, I'm going fishing, right? So what time is it? Right, 1:30, half. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay for an hour and then you can all fuck off. I'm going out to see, can I catch a fish? You know, I'll have me mother with me today. So I might have a bit of luck. You know, I'm very determined. I don't like losing. Yeah, happy birthday to me, mammy. Like, I know a lot of tough guys, but you know, around our mothers, they were just like children, you know. Some of the meanest motherfuckers you could ever meet in your lifetime have been around. No. I've lifted a few though. You see, I lost about 2.5 stone coming off of medication. They wouldn't let me into Australia. I wouldn't get a visa because of me past, allegedly. You don't forget to ride the bike. You don't forget when you first do your first set in your bedroom with 2 turntables and 80s records. Not being able to afford to buy one record. And I'm sitting at a corner with 60, 70, 80 other individuals that the media used to write about all the time because we were nicking cars and burning them and robbing factories, allegedly. Allegedly, somebody went to a place where it was a golf warehouse. Second gear, reverse, bang, through a window. We've got 3 minutes. Fill everything. The media said £250,000 worth of merchandise was stolen. £250,000 worth of golf jumpers were stolen. My friend died in one. That's karma. I had a new Pringle jumper. All of me mates had Pringle jumpers because we went and we got them. We smashed into a factory allegedly and stole loads of fucking clothing. The bigger boys. Everybody on the housing estate was wearing Pringle. And I remember going to a disco one night. I had the same jumper on as a friend and he died in it. In fact, both our jumpers died that night. Died with blood. I could see it on me hands for years when he got killed. Because if I had been there is no fucking way that them 3 would have stabbed him if I'd have been with him. Because there would have been 2 of us. Forget who me friends are and me fuck that. It doesn't matter whether you've the toughest family in the world. If you're in an alleyway and there's 3 men and you're on your own, it doesn't matter who your family is if they kill you. Does it? Stupid. I remember placing my 2 hands on my friend's chest as he bled to death. Rest in peace to Keith Collins. If it had been 2 minutes early, you wouldn't have been dead. You might have been stabbed, and I might have been stabbed, but you wouldn't have died if I'd have been there 5 minutes earlier. But I did get one of the fellas back in Mountjoy when they come to hurt me. I took one of his eyes for you, and I hope you were watching down in heaven. He come to hurt me, Keith, and they missed. But I got something for you. His fucking eye. And then I felt I was even. You know, I had a dead friend come to me, bleeding out his chest and his nose and his mouth for years. And I avenged his loss in prison on my own. 600 and odd people wanting to kill me. And I found a way to win and to get out with my eyesight and my life. And here, there's loads of people that in an hour here that were in Mountjoy in 1993 that remember me. So it is what it is. I didn't want to hurt that fella, but he come to hurt me. And if I had let him off the ground, he was gonna hurt me. And I couldn't let him up. Because me dad told me to. Don't let him up, Jude. Look how big he is. That's all I kept hearing me dad in me head saying, Jude, don't let him up. You know, make an example of him. He's tried to come and violate you. Now you're my son. Do something about it. Don't let him up, I'm telling you. So long story short, he got tuned in, and I'll tell you his name. I'll tell you his mate's name who killed my mate Keith Collins, Mick R. Wallace. Mick R. Wallace's best friend come to hurt me in my cell, and I took his eye out. And you know what? He's very lucky he has his other eye. If I had having enough time, but you have to understand something. I didn't want to do this. I just wanted to get out and see my son, because I made him a promise, right, that I'd see him soon. And I was sorry for being a scumbag drug dealer. And now look what I've done. I brought the police to me door. They've smashed me door off the hinges. Me landlord fucked us out. While I was in custody, my missus told me the landlord fucked us out. So we had to get another place. All because of me. And me habit at the time being the best drug in the world. Heroin. It took away me pain for a minute. And I loved it. I put it before everything. Even the safety of my own family. I compromised my own family because of my habit and my decisions. You know, but God learned me a big lesson in life. You know, because I've had many battles with people in life and fights, and all I want to do is to be a good example for my children and not be that guy anymore that I used to be, allegedly. Like, if I was a tough guy, I would have calling everyone out on YouTube to grow this channel. But I wouldn't lose my credibility by... You see, I don't have an ego anymore. I don't need one. You understand? Jude McDonnell is on, I'm dumb. Guramila maha good in you come. Chucky Erla, Erin Gabra, Oglana Erin, and happy birthday to my ma. Yeah. I tell you what, when you lose your mother, you're gonna get it. You're gonna feel pain like no other. And there is no drug in the world, not even heroin, can help you. Once your ma's dead, she's dead, and by you doing that, you're gonna end up dead too. You know, our pain will kill us, and when you lose a parent, you suffer with pain in here, and it's not easy to get rid of. Nah, bro, listen, John, I've been down that road. I was a crackhead too, bro. You understand? I smoked that shit when I was in a hostel. I was in the worst place in my life. And before I smoked cocaine, I was at that snorting a lot. But once I start going down that road, it's seedy, you know, lying to your family and all that shit. And I'm so tired. I'm just tired of being tired, and I've no desire to relapse or to go down that road again, because I've no nourishment for cocaine anymore. And I can say that, and I can put my hand on the Bible. It's been a hard road, and it's like when I broke up with my missus, I could have relapsed again. Now, when I say relapse, I mean properly, right? And then, long story short, my mother come and visited me a while ago in my bedroom, on my own, with my son, nobody else in the room, just me and Thomas. And I turned around and I see my mother stood there, and next of all, she disappeared just like that. And I smacked myself into the face because I thought I was dreaming. And then I heard my son screaming. And I could smell her perfume. And I remember her bollocking me for contradicting her. She said, when I die, if there's a way to come back and see you, I'll come back once in my lifetime, so you better be ready. And I'm like, will you fuck off talking like that? Will you stop contradicting me in everything I fucking say? You know. And she fucking come back, and because of she come back, I fucking relapsed, okay? I see me dead mother. What did you do? Would you not have a fucking drink if you're an alcoholic? Would you not take drugs if you're an ex-junkie bastard? Tell me what you do if you're seeing your dead mother. And you know what? It's all because of God. And you know, when I was a youngster, myself and Spencer and a lot of my mates, we went to God Camp, Dublin Christian Mission. Fact, 5 years to learn about the Bible. But what happened with me, when I start taking drugs, I start listening to the devil in me head. You know, but I have God with me on a daily basis, and we tell the devil to go fuck himself every day. You know, I want to be here for my children. You know, it's like I'm a grandfather now. You know, and I have to set standards for my kids. And the standards that I've set for my kids, they've ended up going on to be successful. Like my daughter Saoirse is 28. My son is 31. I've got a 10-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old son. And Jesus gave me my life back. You see, I made a few deals with God. I said, when I found out that people were coming for me in my cell, I said, God, it's Jewett. Listen to me. I'm a bit compromised at the minute. I have a hit squad incoming. I need your help and your guidance and your protection. And if you protect me from being dead, I will dedicate to my life to my son, just like I said. And that's what I did. I got out of jail. I come to the UK and I built a life for myself. Imagine that. And my son ended up going to college, going to uni, graduation ceremonies. I tell you what, it was one of the proudest moments of my life, seeing my son get handed his degree in his gown and his hat. And here, do you know what? When you get to see your son do that, look. You understand? It's fucking... yes! We're even. I've made a few deals with God since. I said, if you help me not relapse, I'll try my best to help as many people as I can. you know, but overcoming drug addiction or alcohol addiction, it's forever. We make choices and we don't think our choices are going to affect someone. You know, I remember smoking loads of crack and walking onto a railway line and laying down and the train ran over me. I got waterboarded in oil. How ironic, an Irishman goes to kill himself on a railway line and gets drowned in oil. Can you see the irony in it? But that's how sick I was. Me brother had to get me sectioned. I went on hunger strike and all I did. That's on all me children's lives. I was very sick in a psychiatric facility because I broke. I was carrying too much all my life and it just fucking collapsed. I'm not perfect and I will smoke a joint, but I suppose it's better than smoking heroin or cocaine. I'm not perfect. I'm just saying. None of us are perfect and none of us admit that we have a problem. Because then everybody would know, right? You know, and you're ashamed, some people, but you don't need to be ashamed. It's your life. You only get one life, and if you want to waste it by taking drugs all the fucking time, well then, kudos to you, but it's your kids that's going to pay for it in the end, and your family. Like, I didn't even leave a suicide note, and I had children. Now, if my son had gotten a knock on the door to say his dad hung himself, I was found in bits. In fact, we're still picking your dad up. In fact, we'd be picking that cunt up for months. If that train had been successful that night, I was that wasted. I said, fuck it. You know, I'm going to paradise. You know, I don't want to be here anymore. I've no self-worth, self-value, confidence, everything. I've nothing. You know, and I can't talk to people about it because I'd worry them. So I thought by the end of my life, I was going to not be a burden to my children in the future. Do you understand? But it takes time and experience and coping strategies to get past certain things in life. Like, I don't know, like I'm 50 years old and I've learned a couple of things in life, you know what I mean? Don't piss on someone's leg and tell them it's raining. You know. But like I said, today's the mother's birthday and it's like, it's just there, you know. And whether you like me or not, you love your ma, don't you? And when your ma's gone, it's forever. But not in my case. She kept her word. She told me she'd find a way to come back and she come back and I didn't believe what I was saying. I relapsed. I was about to ring my mental health team and tell them I was feeling suicidal. And once I mentioned that word suicide, because I'm still a patient and I'll always be a patient, you know, they would have sectioned me for 28 days. Once I say trigger words like I'm thinking of harming myself here, we've been here before due to 3 psychiatric evaluations, 3 hospitalisations, 93 evaluations. And I survived it and we're still fighting on a daily basis, you know why? I have children that depend on me to live. I have family that depend on me to be here. And I am the head of my family. And my family know what I'm like. Now, Some people on YouTube, you've no class. You can't grow a channel without calling people out or clipping other people's channels. You know, here, I didn't grow this channel on the back of anyone else. I grew this channel my way because I knew how, right? And it'll keep growing. And I'll go past my target. Easy. Then you have people like Finn, Lena, Raymond, Matt. Wait, no, sorry. No, no more. You see, if you're my brother and you violate somebody in front of me, I am gonna spark you out. My brothers will tell you. I am the way I am, and I don't like people being disrespectful to others. You know, it's like I'm trying to bring people together, like, you know. And what I've noticed is I've connected with a lot of football fans on here. You know, people that I wouldn't normally get on along with, I get along with, you know. Like I said, I don't have an ego anymore, but I used to have one. And I buried it. For the sake of me children and the safety of people around me. It's in me, you see. Like my father was a disciplinarian. And I got into a lot of trouble. And my daddy beat the brakes off me. Broke me nose twice. You know, some of my family weren't around at the time, but it was the alcohol, you see. And he beat the brakes off me mother too. I remember trying to dive on his back and he just gave me a backhand and sent me flying into the wall. Blood everywhere there was. Me mother was pregnant on me brother Mark. He dragged her around the house like a dog. I tried to get up again, I got another rap in the face. He wrecked the gaff. Me ma got up, ran out. Over to me granny's. Left me there with him, he beat the brakes off me again. I remember waking up a glass in me feet. Cause he was at the smashing the glass table in the sitting room, there was glass everywhere. I remember waking up a glass in me feet. Walking into the kitchen, putting the whistling kettle on. I swear this on Saoirse, Dylan, Tilly and Thomas Colin MacDonald's life. I went in, right, and my dad beat the brakes out of me. But I went in and I put the kettle on. And I waited until I heard a whistling and I went out into the bedroom and poured it all over him. And he was screaming at me, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Well, you have to be able to see me fuck face. And I ran out of the house over to me granny's. Me uncle come back and beat the brakes off him. Hit my mother, you cunt. You better kill me. Cause if I fucking know a way, listen, someone took me skateboard and I blew them up in a car. And myself. Ask Harper O'Driscoll. Ask Kenneth O'Driscoll. Ask Dee O'Driscoll. Did that happen? And he'll tell you it did. He never bullied me again after that. But becoming a father taught me soft. You know, like I said, when I was younger, I did have a bit of an ego. You know, but it's kept me alive, you know. But I hung me coat up a long time ago, being your ego. It'll get you into trouble, that. If you tell the world you're a tough man, a fighting man, a hard man, people are going to challenge you. You know, 7 years on YouTube and I've not called anyone out. I'm probably the only Irish cunt in our circle, other than Sean Wayne, that hasn't called anyone out. To fight. If I fought you, you'd ring the police. Me, no referee. You're the referee and I'm the referee. It's your job to stop me, and it's my job to not let you hit me and get off that ground. Cup of tea. Right, you're gonna have to go in here in a minute. I'm making a cup of tea, yeah? Too noisy though. What time is it? I'm supposed to be fishing, mate. You know that? I'm meant to be out fishing. Wait 1 second, hang on. Sorry. Yeah, I got the red wall behind me, look. Shout out to everybody that used to sit at that wall. How are you, Jerry? Jerry, you're supposed to go fishing today, but there's no point in going fishing now. You've come in me live, because I won't catch nothing. Like I said, I'm back home. You know, the last few nights I had a good sleep because I had me missus next to me. You know, some men don't admit when they're arseholes. You know, and we put our pride and our principles before our happiness, and that's what I've done. You know, I come on YouTube to try fucking help people, but it's fucking not rocket science. If you want to grow your channel, I can help you. I can help you with your mental health too. But it's just like at the minute today, I'm just worrying about my own. Like that.
Magic. Music.
Oh! Fuck's sake. Motherfucker. You're gonna have to wait a minute. Oh, I've done something really stupid there. Motherfucker. Gonna have to wait a minute or just knock me tea over. Motherfucker. Fuck's sake. Stay there a minute. Motherfucker. Come on.
How was your day, honey?
Fucking fantastic.
You think you know?
Oh shit! Hang on. I have the music on, one sec, Bob. I've went in to make a cup of tea. No, I'm going soon. It closes at 4:30. Don't worry about it, I'll sort it. I just seen your thing there. I love you loads. I hope you have a good day with your family.
Everyone,
Yeah.
this is Grandma's companion.
I hope the kids get to see the aunties and all that, love. Do you know what? I'm not going fishing. My fucking stomach, man, is in a heap, so I'm gonna sack fishing. I was gonna go for an hour, but like I said, I don't know whether I'm going today.
The sound of 72 hours of iconic hold that disappears with a stroke of brush. The sound of confidence, instant strength, effortless style. Iconic hold on and off the runway. That's the sound of Element.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I've a favour to ask you. Can you text me pal for me? If you can. Oh, thank you. No, listen, it is what it is. It's like every one of us on the planet, we have a mother and we have a father, and they're not going to be with us forever, and that's what I've learned after losing 2 of them, you know. But the way I see it is, my mother wouldn't want me upset, you know what I mean? Because it's like a big part of her, even though she's not here, it's still here, it's there, and it's there. But like I said, I'm not gonna fucking... I got upset this morning, Lisa, I'm not gonna lie. When you left, I got really upset. You know, because I played one of our songs, and it was the worst thing to do. I knew it upset me, and I said it, and I fucking played it like a dickhead. You know what I mean? It's 2 o'clock. I'll go down about 3. Oh, my scooter. I need to put it on charge. Right, my scooter's on charge. Lise, can you text Callum for me, if you can? Yeah, I'm gonna go in an hour and get them. I'll charge my scooter up and have a whiz down on it and get whatever you need. Yeah, today, my heart is aching. I've not put anything on Facebook yet. I will about 6 o'clock tonight. Because it only upset me for the whole day. So I'll wait till about 6 and then I'll put something. I'll have my say. Yeah, I'll go down about 3. My scooter's 1 bar in it. Okay, no bother, love. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fly down there at about 3, say, and I'll be back at 10 past. And well, then I'll go at 10 to. Well, here, we'll put her in the magic place, okay? Right? Just in case I'm not there when you get back. Right, now I need you to do me a favour and text Callum. Oh, I had me rod ready, Lisa. I got me bait and all, but I went out there and I threw me ring up. I thought I was okay. Now, it's not. Fuck off, Scott. No, not under the pot. You'd never find it. You know. And then if you do find it, I'll know. Because there's a camera watching you. And my neighbour's cameras are watching you at all time. My neighbour's cameras are faced right at my house. 3 of them. No, fuck off. You've had enough guesses. I've seen a few nice t-shirts I have my eye on, Lise. Remember them Vans t-shirts I told you? I might get one. You see, I have another skill. Okay, gorgeous. I'll go about 10 to 3. Can you do me a favour? Can you ring, text fuckface for me? Curly fucking head. Horse teeth or curly headed fuck. You know, if you can. Tell him to come. I have it there anyway. And I'll use me card. Oh no, what I'll do is I'll get some money out when I go down. £20 will be enough. And I'll get them couple of bits. Me fucking stomach, I was gonna go fishing and then I just went in there and I went, fuck off, man. I knocked me tea over and all. I just felt like I was about to... What you normally text it? If you can. I've not even looked at Facebook in all fairness, not today. Not once, because I know what I'm gonna see. I'll leave it. No, can you fuck? Hang on. 1 sec, guys, give me a minute. Right. Right, I messaged you. I'll go about 10 to. Me scooter's charging. I love you. Love it. I love you too. Nah, listen, guys, I'm staying here till 10 to 3. I was meant to go fishing, but I spewed me guts up a few minutes ago because my stomach has been at me all day. Like, I have a lot of tension and anxiety today because it's the 5th of May. Listen, I'm not on my own. I have 2 brothers and a sister who miss their mother just as much as I do. You know, I'm just a little bit older and I've had a few years to digest it. But know this, every time it's your mother's birthday, if she's dead, you'll get it. I love you loads, darling, and I'll see you soon.
Who remembers my album Mirage? We did a tour back then, and I was so happy that he's with me. And tonight he's here as well. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please?
I'm looking forward to a cuddle when you come back. You know, I need a cuddle. Me mother's not here, but I am. So it's like a part of me. You know, I'm half me mother's and half me father's, and me mother taught me how to love. That's why we met, Lisa, because of my mother. She taught me how to love. As you know, my dad taught me to fight, but I'm a lover more a fighter. And at a split second I can ignite her. On here. Well, not on here, on another platform. Hey. Okay, so I used to be on this app called Live Me, and it's exactly like Facebook or StreamYard, where I had about 20,000 followers on this app, and at the time I was talking to 2 girls, one with big lips who had filler in her lips all the time, one of them Instagram chicks, you know, but she was just a friend, that was it. There was never any flirting between us, but I knew she liked me, right? So then I started chatting to this chick who I got on with great, and we did a lot in common, and we lived in the same city. And she made me wait for 7 weeks to give me her number. I didn't ask for it. I waited until she gave it to me. And you know what? You know the day she gave it to me, I deleted me life. And I had more fucking subs on this channel than I did on the other one. I had a lot more on the other one. But you know what? I knew I liked her. So I said, you know what? She's from Manchester. We get along. And I like her. So I want to meet her. So I said to the other girl, here, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. There's this girl I've been chatting to and I really like her, and I'm going to meet her. So just so you know, whatever. And she was a bit upset, like, fucking what have you. But look, I like Lisa, and it's like, I'm not, oh, fuck off with your Instagram model bullshit, fucking filters and all the pictures and all. Fuck that. I want somebody that's naturally beautiful, not just her face or her face or her heart. Do you understand? Like, and it's like, so we met and, we've been together since. I come off the app, Scott. It was called Live Me. Yeah, I come off it, bro, because it's like most men have side girls, side girl. Not with me, bro. I'm a woman man, if that makes sense. Like you get loads of people that are in chicks' DMs all the time and all that bollocks, you know what I mean? But it's not for me, that. Like I'm too old and tired, bro. I'm 51 this year. Do you understand? I've had a mad life and I just want a quiet one now, That's it. I've no interest in chicks, bro. I mightn't be the most handsome man on YouTube, but some girls are fickle. I've no interest. My missus loves me, I love her, that's it. And if I had to delete YouTube, I would. But I don't need to do that. Because I can always come back to this channel if I want to. But my life is more important than a channel, Like that. Thank you, mate. And I'm not sure about it, you. Fire! Thank you. Well, she fucking was. You know, she raised me like she didn't raise me to go out and fucking commit crimes and all that shit. You know what I mean? We do stupid shit when we're younger, man. Stupid stuff. That can derail your whole life. You know what I mean? Because of your actions now, you can't go to America. You know, you can't go to, you know. Ooh.
If Galaxy chocolate tastes good to you, wouldn't it be great if it did good for others too? By 2030, we commit to help 1 million people, including women, their families, and their communities thrive. Just a little drop of pleasure could create ripples of hope.
Do you know what? Lisa drank about 6 cups of tea today. Thanks for coming in, Rab. How are you, Solway? Yeah. Oh, I'd love to do that. But I wouldn't have the balls to get in a wingsuit. Oh no, I wouldn't. I couldn't do that. Jump out of a plane like Jeb Carlos? Fuck that. I'm staying on the ground, mate. I'm grounded. Like that, look. Love it. Thanks, mate.
On your own time. Try the new Sanex Skin Therapy Shower Gel that helps your skin feel relieved from itchiness.
Yeah, right. How long have I left? About 25 minutes. and then I'm fucking going. And I'll fuck off. Yeah. There'll be someone else live, no doubt. Oh. Hit me. That's it. I am not a gay. I'm making a joint and then I'm going out. Yeah. Shout out to me queen, man, for giving me a few hours. Who on your bells here? We're going on the hell are you, Machiavelli? Anyway, here, I'll tell you how long I've got. I've got 20 minutes and then I'm gone. You might see me about 6 o'clock tonight. YouTube isn't a priority at the minute. But shout out to everyone for coming in. Shout out to Scott from Australia. Shout out to Salway Machiavelli. Shout out to Mr. Rab. Shout out to my queen and shout out to Kieran. Fuck yeah! Born ready! Yeah, about 6 o'clock maybe. What time is it? I'll see, yeah, maybe about 6, but I have to go very soon. I've a few bits to get, so I need to go out my scooter. God help them. Yeah, I'm going out very soon, bro. I have a few bits to get. It's a bank holiday over here. I don't know whether it is in Ireland or not, but it is over here.
So you can feel dry. The gush happens fast. That's why Always absorbs faster. Say goodbye, Gush Base. Always Ultra for up to 100% leak protection. It's a new period. Always.
Ooh, hot sauce. Make it rain. Oh, yeah.
This is my brand new song with Ava Max and Isla car keys, and this one is just for
Oh, 10 minutes. I've got 10 minutes and then I have to fuck off. I need to go and get a few bits.
This is you on your first day as a teacher. This is a class.
Yeah, I might be back at about 6 o'clock, I'll say. I just have to go and get a couple of bits.
On your own.
Like, go on, one more and I'm fucking up. Saying that though, hang on, I need to go get my wallet.
Spin TV.
Right, we have to go out. Thank you for coming in and I'll see you later on. We out.